A few days ago, I shared with you the story of a closed case, one that involved you and someone from your past. I spoke of it to show you that nothing in your life escapes my sight, that everything that has touched your life, I have seen, allowed, or stopped, all for the sake of my purpose. But today, I am not here to repeat what I already told you. Instead, I bring something new, something that has come to me from those who guard you day and night, your guardian angels. These are the ones I sent to protect you, guide you, and whisper my will to you, even when you don't recognize them. Just as I have warned my people in times past, through prophets and servants, I still do the same today, out of my deep love and care for you. My warnings are not to scare you, but to help you avoid stumbling, falling into the enemy's traps, and harming yourself without knowing. I am unchanging in this love and care for you. You know that many times I have gently knocked on the door of your heart, sending you signs and confirmations, showing you that I walk with you. But now, the situation is different, and that is why I speak to you more strongly. What is ahead cannot be ignored or delayed any longer. Since the moment you were born, my angels have been by your side, guarding you, fighting battles you couldn't see, keeping you safe from accidents, and placing thoughts in your mind to keep you out of danger. Many times, when you felt uneasy and didn't know why, it was my Holy Spirit guiding you, or my angels trying to get your attention. While you may not always have understood these moments, I have seen your willingness to listen and obey when you recognize my voice. But now, my beloved, your angels have come to me with such a deep plea, one that has reached my courts as an urgent cry. They have prayed for your health, and I ask you to listen carefully to what I am about to say. This is not a small matter or an overstatement, but something I have chosen to bring directly to your attention. You have been faithful in praying for others, in interceding for them, and in carrying their burdens. You have risen early to pray for someone else. You have given of yourself even when you were tired and didn't have the strength. I have seen all of this, and I am pleased by your selflessness and your compassion. But at the same time, I have also seen the silent pains in your body, the signs you ignore, the tiredness you refuse to acknowledge, and the stress in your mind and heart that you hide from others to protect them. While I honor your service and dedication, it is not my will for you to neglect yourself in this way. I have called you to love and serve, but I have also given you the responsibility to care for your body, mind, and spirit. What I am saying to you today is a warning, and I don't want you to take it lightly. This is not just human advice or a suggestion. This is my voice, clear and direct, calling you to stop, to look at yourself, and to address what I have seen from above. If you keep ignoring these signs, the cost will be great, and there will be no other chance like this. I want you to understand that my love for you is not only to support you when you are weak, but also to prevent you from reaching the breaking point. That's why I am telling you now, stay here, stop, listen, and do not act as if nothing is wrong. Do not ignore what I am telling you. Do not turn away from this message, because this is your last chance to fix what I have pointed out. I have opened this case before you because I love you, because I have chosen you, and because there is still a path for you to walk and a purpose for you to fulfill. But if you don't care for what I have given you, the enemy will find a way to attack what I value most, your life. And I do not want that to happen. Today, I speak to you with love, but also with urgency, because what is at stake is far too precious to ignore. Listen closely, for what I am about to say is not for tomorrow or some distant time, but for now. You have asked me at times, Lord, why do you speak to me about these things so urgently? Why the constant call? And I, who see both the beginning and the end, answer you with love, because time is running short, and I cannot allow you to face the battles ahead in a weakened state. What I reveal to you today is closely connected to the divine plan I have for your life. It is the foundation of the purpose I have placed within you, for without your physical, mental, and spiritual strength, you will not be able to carry the weight of what I am preparing to give you. My angels have shown me what your eyes cannot fully see. They have closely watched the battles you are fighting. Some are visible to those around you, but others are hidden deep inside you, in those parts you've avoided confronting. They have seen how silently you have ignored the warning signs, the ongoing pains you have downplayed, the exhaustion you carry every day, and the whispers your body has sent you, asking for rest. They have witnessed how you've kept moving forward, even when something deep inside you is crying out for you to stop. That's why, my beloved, they have come to me not only as protectors but as intercessors, pleading with me to awaken you to the seriousness of this situation. They know what lies ahead. They see the paths before you, paths that will demand resilience and clarity, mountains that you will need to climb with persistence, and valleys that will require unwavering faith. They know that if you do not strengthen yourself now, these journeys will become harder, and your burden will be heavier than it needs to be. You may wonder, why now? Why such urgency? And I tell you the truth because the enemy, the deceiver, has set his sights on you. He knows that if he can weaken your body, he can influence your spirit, wear down your soul, and make you question the calling I've placed upon you. He does not simply attack openly. Look for the small cracks, the little mistakes, the things you think are unimportant. I am your protector, your deliverer, and I will not let their plans succeed. However, my protection does not free you from your responsibility. You must work with me, walk in obedience, and follow the instructions I give you faithfully, because it is in your obedience that you will grow. So listen closely to what I say. First, I tell you rest. True rest is not just when your body is still, but when your mind stops chasing after worries and fears. The rest I offer you is a safe place where your soul is renewed and your spirit is made strong. It is a place where your burdens fall at my feet and your heart learns to trust that I am more than capable of carrying what weighs you down. This rest is not brief but deep and life-changing because it is found in my presence. That's why I say to you, come to me, all of you who are tired and heavy-laden, and I will give you rest. Second, care for the temple I have given you. I am not just talking about feeding your body with what it needs, but taking care of every part of your life that I have entrusted to you. Just as you wouldn't put dirty oil in a lamp, you must not fill yourself with things that drain you, confuse you, or steal your peace. Feed your mind with my word, for it is the bread that strengthens you from the inside. And nourish your spirit through prayer and worship, for in these, the fire the enemy wants to put out is reignited. And feed your body with what brings it life, avoiding things that wear you down and harm you. This body is mine, and I have given it to you to serve me and bring glory to my name. When I ask you to care for yourself, it is not a call to a restrictive routine, but an invitation to live abundantly. The care I ask of you is meant to free you. When you are strong, when your mind is clear, and your spirit is firm, nothing and no one can stop the purpose I have set for you. I want you to reach the place of fullness, because there is still so much I have to give you in the eternal plans I have for you. Everything in your life happens at the right time and for the perfect purpose. Nothing is by chance, nothing is random. Every breath you take, every step you make, every tear that falls, I see and I count. There is no moment in your life that has not been seen by my eyes, and no feeling in your heart that I have not felt. What I am telling you now has deep roots in the plans I made for you long before you were even born. What lies ahead of you is part of a larger plan, and to fulfill it, it's essential for you to understand the weight of what I am revealing to you in my divine design. What I am showing you today is not a small detail, but the foundation upon which the next chapter of your journey will be built. My angels, who have been watching over you with great care, have brought me a full report of the battles you fought. They have told me about the struggles others can see, the ones that are visible in your life, but also about the hidden battles that only you and I know about, the ones that take place in your mind and deep in your soul. They have shown me how you've ignored the signs when exhaustion whispered to you, and you pushed through when pain reminded you that something was wrong, but you kept going without stopping. They have come to me with an urgent plea because they know what is ahead for you. They have already seen the paths you will need to walk, difficult steps over rough ground, narrow roads where only my light will guide you, climbs to tall peaks that will take all your strength, and descents into valleys where darkness will try to steal your faith. They know that to endure and succeed, you will need strength in every part of your life. Now is the time to build that strength. The enemy does not rest. The deceiver watches for every weakness, every crack in your armor, knowing that if he can weaken your body, your spirit will start to feel the burden, and your will to keep going may start to fade. He doesn't act quickly, but carefully, trying to wear you down over time so that you don't notice the full extent of his attack until it's too late. But I have set a protective wall around you, and my word stands firm over your life as your shield. I will not let his plans succeed, but I have decided that we will work together. My protection is complete, and your obedience will allow my power to flow freely in your life. That's why I give you clear instructions. First, accept the rest I have set aside for you, the rest that goes beyond simply stopping your physical movements, but reaches deep into your soul and mind. A rest that is not disturbed by endless thoughts, nor by burdens that are not meant for you to carry. It is a rest where your soul finds peace, where your heart is calmed, and where your mind rests in the certainty that everything is under my control. This rest is not about being passive, but about trusting me completely. It is like a field left to rest, so it can recover and become fertile enough to produce abundant fruit in its proper season. Secondly, care for what I have placed in your hands, your body, your mind, and your spirit. The care I ask of you now is all-encompassing. Feed yourself with what gives life, not what drains you. Seek what strengthens your body and clears your mind while purifying your heart. Reject anything that harms you, whether it's negative words, harmful thoughts, destructive habits, or rushed decisions. Just like a gardener cares for the soil to make it fruitful, I want you to care for everything I've entrusted to you. Remember, this body is not yours. I have given it to you as an instrument to fulfill the purpose I have set for you. If you neglect it, if you wear it out without taking care of it, you not only harm your physical life, but also limit what I can do through you. That's why I urge you to make every action a step toward building strength, not toward becoming weary. During this time, what you sow in care and obedience will grow into a harvest of endurance and victory. This is not just a warning, but an invitation. It is not meant to make you fearful, but to align you with what I have already prepared for you. There will be challenges you cannot face with the strength you have now, but if you follow my guidance, you will be renewed and come to the appointed day with the energy, clarity, and faith you need to see my glory reveal. The time to strengthen, correct, and prepare is now, and there is no time to waste. Before the first light ever touched the earth, I had already set the time for everything and a purpose for each season. Nothing happens too soon or too late without my will. Now, a critical moment in your journey has arrived, a time when my hand will move in ways you have yet to experience. To receive what is about to be revealed, your life must be in alignment with my perfect plan. What I am preparing for you in this moment cannot be sustained by human strength or clever strategies, but by a solid foundation that only comes from obedience and continuous connection with me. I have watched your journey and seen how you have overcome challenges that would have defeated others. It was not by chance that you remained standing. It was because I was with you every step of the way. However, now things are different. What is ahead is not just a test of your faith, but also a measure of the strength of your roots. A plant with green leaves and a tall stem may look strong, but if its roots are not deeply planted, any strong wind can uproot it. So it is with life. What is visible does not always show the true strength that lies in what is hidden. That is why, in this season, I am working on the part of you that no one else sees, the part that holds everything else up. The time ahead will demand clearer vision, sharper discernment, and an inner strength that will break under pressure. It is not enough to simply endure. You must move forward with confidence and certainty, without hesitation. For that, you need to learn how to hear my voice amidst the chaos, to recognize my direction above all the noise, and to walk even when the road is unclear. I am the one who lays out the path. Though you may not always understand why each step is necessary, trust that my plan will unfold perfectly. There are things I have kept hidden from you until the right moment, because if you knew them too soon, they could become a burden instead of preparation. I do not ask you to fix everything right away, but to trust in the process I have set. Just as a potter shapes the clay with precise pressure and water, I am holding your life. I do not hurry or pause because I know the final shape I desire for you. During this time, I will also remove what should not go with you on this next part of your journey. Some relationships, thoughts, habits, and burdens, though they once served a purpose, now hold you back. Not everything that was once good is helpful for where you are headed. When a traveler prepares to climb a high mountain, they know the importance of lightening their load so they won't tire out before reaching the top. In the same way, I will show you what you must leave behind in order to ascend with the necessary lightness. The transformation I am working in you is not about a simple change on the surface. It's about building a new foundation within you. I am establishing the structure of your life in such a way that when the battles ahead come, you will not only stand strong but also be empowered to protect all that I have entrusted to you. There will be times when you feel that certain parts of your life are being broken or removed. But this is not destruction, it is rebuilding. I am replacing what is weak with what is strong, what is temporary with what is eternal, what is unstable with what is untakeable. When this phase is complete, you will not only have the strength to stand firm, but you will also be able to support others who come to you seeking shelter and guidance. What I am doing in you now is not just for your own good, but so that you can be a source of blessing and strength to those who will be placed alongside you. And when the time comes, you will understand that every adjustment, every pruning, every change you are going through is all part of preparing you for something much greater than you can see right now. In my eternal wisdom, the seasons of your life are not set by human calendars, but by the decrees that come from my mouth. Just as the earth goes through cycles of planting and harvesting, of warmth and cold, the soul also undergoes transitions that may not always be obvious at first, but are as real as the sunrise. You have reached a point where change is inevitable, and it's not just a simple change, it is a turning point that will shape the future of everything that is to come. This is not a random event. It is part of a larger plan that I have been carefully working on for a long time, that my intervention is direct and intentional. I have seen how certain paths that were once fruitful are now becoming dry. I have seen how efforts that once brought success are now only leaving you exhausted with no reward. This is not a failure, but a sign that the season for those things has passed. Just as a farmer does not keep working a field that has already given its harvest, I am closing certain doors that, although they were good in their time, will now hold you back if you stay in them. I am leading you toward new and fertile ground. It may not look like what you are familiar with. Its first impression might not appear to be fertile, but it holds a potential that will only unfold when you start working under my guidance. The new rarely comes with the comfort of the known. It asks for faith, patience, and persistence. I want you to understand that this is not about acting on impulse, but about moving forward with clear directions, because every step I take in your life is meant to lead you to an outcome that will bless not only your present, but also future generations. In this new phase, it will be essential for you to keep your focus pure and undistracted by things that weaken your strength. There will be voices trying to pull you away from what I am building in you, and some of them won't come from far off, they will come from close by. That is why I am training you to discern not only what is obviously wrong, but also what might look good but does not come from me. Not everything that glitters is from my light, and not everything that looks like progress is truly advancing my purpose. I have also decided that the direction you receive in this time will not depend on the opinions of the crowd, but on the closeness you have with me. Do not look to others for confirmation of what I tell you, because what I am revealing is personal to you. Some will not understand why you are leaving behind what still seems useful to them, and you do not need to explain yourself to them. My word for your life will be enough to sustain you as you take steps others won't understand. There will be moments when my guidance will take you down what seems like a detour, but in truth, it will be the most direct path to what I have prepared for you. Do not judge this season by how quickly things are moving, but by the accuracy of every step. In my design, even what seems like a delay is part of a perfect movement toward your destiny. I am placing you where you need to be, even if you can't see the entire picture yet. The day will come when my work will be clear to you, and you will see that none of my directions were wrong. The new ground I am giving you is not a trial. It is a fulfilled promise, and as you begin to work in it, you will witness the life that will grow with you, a fruit that will not only sustain you but also feed many people you haven't met yet. In the unfolding of my plan, there are times when the visible world seems to stand still, as if nothing is changing, but behind the scenes, where your eyes cannot see, everything is being reorganized to make room for what is new. It is during these quiet moments that I am working most deeply, for this is not just a change on the surface, but a complete reshaping. I am placing every part in its exact place, not only for today, but to support what will grow in the days ahead. In this season, I am preparing connections for you that you do not yet know about. I am moving people, resources, and opportunities into your path not by chance, but by design. Some of these movements will happen in complete silence, so they will not be disturbed by human influence or tainted by the expectations of others. When the time comes, these things will appear at just the right moment, like pieces that fit perfectly into a plan that was laid out long before you were born. I am also bringing clarity to your vision. The distorted views that once limited your understanding are being cleared away so you can truly see what I am placing before you. I don't want you to make decisions based on what appears to be, but on what truly is. The clarity you will receive will not come from surface-level observations, but from deep understanding that flows from my wisdom. As this stage unfolds, you will begin to see doors open in areas that seemed blocked before. It won't happen because of human effort, but because I will open the doors that are meant to open in this season. When this happens, you will understand that every delay, every pause, and every setback was part of a precise process. Just as a river finds its way, following its course with persistence, I am leading you along the exact path that will bring you to the fullness of my plan for you. A few days ago, I spoke to you about a closed case, something related to you and someone from your past. I shared it to show you that nothing is outside of my control, that everything that has touched your life, whether I have allowed it or stopped it, has been part of my purpose. But today, I am not here to repeat what I've already said. Instead, I am here to show you something new, something that I have chosen to bring to you now. The case I am about to share with you does not come from your own life or someone from your past, but has come directly to my throne through those who watch over you day and night, your guardian angels. They are the ones I have sent to protect you, guide you, and whisper my will to you, even when you cannot sense their presence. From ancient times, I have given warnings to those I love, just as I did with my servants and prophets in the scriptures. I have warned entire generations, and I continue to do so today. My nature does not change. These warnings come not from a desire to scare you, but from my deep love and concern for you. I want to protect you from stumbling, from falling into the enemy's traps, and from unknowingly destroying yourself. You know that many times I have gently knocked on the door of your heart, sending signs and confirmations, showing you that I walk with you. But now, the situation is different, and that is why I have chosen to speak to you more directly, because what lies ahead cannot be ignored or delayed any longer. My angels have been by your side from the moment you took your first breath. They have watched over your steps, fought battles you couldn't see, prevented accidents, and placed thoughts in your mind that kept you away from dangers you didn't even realize were there. Many times, when you felt uneasy and couldn't explain why, it was my Holy Spirit speaking to you, and sometimes it was my angels trying to catch your attention. Even though you may not always have understood these moments, I have seen your willingness to obey when you recognized my voice. But this time, my beloved, your angels have not come to you but to me with such a deep plea that it has reached my courts as an urgent cry. They have pleaded for your health, and I need you to hear this with the utmost seriousness. This is not a minor issue or an exaggeration, but something I have decided to bring to you directly. You have been faithful in praying for others, interceding for them, and carrying their burdens. You have risen early to pray for others, even when you were tired. You have given of yourself, even when you had little strength left to give.